So what we've seen here in Texas, there's been a number of us that have gone into court hearings, the court watching group. And we've noticed, and also with the pandemic, when they've had to broadcast things on YouTube, and if we have 20 or 30 people watching a YouTube hearing, the judge may notice. With the Jeff Younger case, we had almost 900 people watching, and I'm sure that judge probably paid attention that, wow, there's 890 people watching what's going on right now.
Yes.
So do you have any words of advice or wisdom for people that want to engage with something like that? Because it seems very, very strange that when we're watching judges, they act better.
Yes. So everything has an oversight committee. The problem with the oversight committee in the judiciary is it's the fox guarding the hen house.
Right.
So you're asking the fox, hey, you want to audit your own people here? It's just not going to happen. If you get the public as the oversight in every state, you will start seeing a lot of the constitutional violations just drop off.
Right. And you mentioned, you showed me something today that I was unfamiliar with, that rule in Tennessee. And I think this would be a great solution to a number of issues where in Tennessee, as I understand it, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that because you have people that are or whatever, and they need to have a transcript, but transcripts cost thousands of dollars sometimes.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Depending on how long your case is.
Very expensive. But in Tennessee, what they have done, they give each person a DVD of the hearing.
Well, the first thing they did was they put cameras in the courtroom.
Well, right. Well, we have cameras in our courtroom, but it just that the cameras are private for the people that only like if you did something bad.
So Rule 26 in Tennessee implemented cameras in the courtroom, and what that did was it allowed them to create 2 DVDs at the end of the day.
Okay.
And so now you have your case on a DVD.
No transcript is necessary?
Well, if you have a DVD, you can go get it transcribed, or you can turn the DVD into the appellate court. But what that did was it freed up 2 things. One, it gave you your right to due process.
Right.
Which a lot of people, if you look at the John Mass case, his due process was violated because they waited 6 months. Yeah. He waited 6 months to get a decision. That's not due process. 6 months is not due process.
Right.
And on the appellate side, sometimes you only have 30, 60 days. And this is a game they'll play because a lot of courts have to third-party hire transcriptionists. They'll drag their feet before they get it back to the county clerk. Now the county clerk's doing all this work, chasing down this paperwork.
Right.
And then you may not be able to afford it for $1,000. So now you can't get your transcript and appeal a decision that you know, may have been unconstitutional, may have just been wrong.
Right.
The judges are imperfect people. They make mistakes.
Right.
So it's our constitutional right under due process to be able to call out that mistake.
Right.
So if you have a DVD, you get it in the less than 30-day time frame because you get it right then and there.
Right.
It kind of washes the hands of both sides. Due process is in place, and the clerks get to concentrate on other work instead of tracking down transcripts, which should not be their job.
Right.
It's not the clerk's. The clerk's job is there to file the paperwork that you're filing.
Yeah.
And let you know when I can schedule this, when I can schedule that. Right. Not let me go chase down a third party every day and chase down some transcripts.
Right.
It's just overwhelming, and it's a solution.
Right.
Which the courts need to be more solution based. If the core of your existence is the best interest of the child, why are you not more solution based?
Right.
It's like going in for an operation. You're like, hey doc, I got cancer of the lung. Okay, well let me go cut your toe off.
Yeah, makes no sense.
But
the other thing being is that with a DVD, you get to see the facial expressions because a lot of times with the transcript you don't see that there was a threatening look. The transcripts can be inaccurate. Sometimes the transcripts will be altered. Whereas, so there's 3 things right there. Most communication is much more than just words. It's the nonverbal. And when you have a transcript, the nonverbal is cut out. And again, the inaccuracies, the threats that could be conveyed, and the mistakes that are made.
It's like a text message. You could be talking to your family. A text message you misconstrue.
Right.
Because there's you can't see the emotion.
Right. Right.
You can't.
That's
can't
why you
see
need
the
a smiley face.
You can't see the mannerisms. You know, you can't see what is judicial misconduct.
Right.